Yes, haro habari. Nimekuja tena ili tuweze kusemezana yale matukio ambayo yametokezea Jamhuri. Kama vile mnajua siku ya leo Wakenya wana celebrate Jamhuri Day, ambayo ni siku muhimu, hata kama kwa upande wangu hiyo siku sionangi ikiwa na umuhimu mwingi sana. Manake watu wana celebrate wakiwa na njaa. So mimi kwa upande wangu hii ni siku ningesema tunafaa kufikiria vinginevyo. Sifikiri hii siku ya Jamhuri inasaidia Wakenya, na sio hii siku ya Jamhuri peke yake. I think hii ni baadhi ya zile vitu ambazo tunafanyanga kwa taifa kupoteza pesa. Kuna uwezekano ile budget imetumika kwa hii celebration ya Jamhuri siku ya leo ni pengine bilioni 1. Hiyo ni pesa ambayo ingeweza kutengeneza project fulani pahali kama Turkana kule ambako hakuna vitu. So mimi sioni haja ya kila mwaka tuna celebrate hizi vitu. Nakumbuka kuna wakati Magufuli aliwahi sema hizi celebrations ambazo zinafanywa katika taifa la Tanzania, hiyo pesa itumike katika kununua madawa hospitalini. Na nafikiria ni kama Magufuli alikuwa anaelewa kitu hapo. Sababu mimi naona hii mambo ni kama ni time wasting event. So najua ya kwamba kwa hii nchi kuna vile tunasikia ni lazima tukue tuna celebrate vitu kama hizi. Ni sawa. So leo mmesikiliza zile speeches which are empty. Kama mmesikiliza hapo hakuna speech ambayo unaweza sema wameguziria mambo. So ni zile empty speech, rhetoric, hakuna kitu. Wanaongeanga tu vitu ambazo hazieleweki. Speaking in generality. Tutafanya, tulifanya. So hakuna any pointing to something tangible. So kwa maoni yangu mimi naona siku ya leo ni siku raia amepoteza tu. I wish serikali zetu zinaweza wajibika, ili kama serikali yetu imewajibika, hata wakienda pale kuelezea, wanaelezea vitu za ukweli ama wanaelezea vitu wamefanya. So siku ya leo sifikiri taifa imeweza kupata ufanisi wowote, kwa sababu sifikiri kuna program ya serikali inafanya kazi saa hii. I do not think that kuna program ya serikali inafanya kazi saa hii. Wacha nianzie na speech ya Kindiki, sababu nafikiria Kindiki amemkaribisha na ameongea kidogo. Alafu sasa kutoka hapo tukanganue zaidi. So wacha nione kama nitapata bwana Kindiki akiongea, sababu Kindiki ameongea story ya uwiano, lakini sijamuelewa. So wacha niwaekee Kindiki atuongeleshe, na karibuni sana wale ambao mnaingia kwa kipindi. Tunafanya critic ya hizi speech za hawa watu. Maana ni kama watu watuelewi, ni kama
leave the test to us in just a click. Generate thorough tests for
karibuni.
Excellency President William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, First Lady, Your Excellency President Adama Barrow, President of the Republic of Gambia. Your Excellency, allow me to write on the protocols that have been established by the Master of Ceremonies. Your Excellency, allow me to make 2 remarks before I invite you. The first is to join other Kenyans in reflecting on why we are here today. We are here today because some 70 years ago, some gallant sons and daughters of our country united, stood together to resist oppression, division, and segregation, to fight for our freedom, to fight for our liberty, and to fight for the pride of the Black person. And because we are standing here today because of the sacrifices of people who are not necessarily here today, we owe them the debt of gratitude of making sure that we sustain this country and fight for its unity and project the values for which our forefathers stood for, even as we also owe our children and the generations to come the debt of making sure that we transfer this country to them when it is united, prosperous, and inclusive. The second and last comment I want to make, Your Excellency, is that as you lead us in the...
So far, hi, karibuni sana. So far, hadi hapo is a generic speech. Hadi hapo hakuna kitu Kindiki amesema. Just generic. Hiyo tu ni speech anyone anaweza ongea. I think tu alienda kwa internet akadownload. Sijui kama nyinyi wapendwa mumesikiliza hapo, hakuna kitu Kindiki amesema mpaka hapo. He has not spoken about our issues, he has not spoken about... Na ndio najaribu kusema sasa, speeches zingine zimepitwa na wakati sasa. Kindiki hakuna kitu amesema mpaka hapo. Sijui wale ambao mnasikiliza mnanielewa. Hebu sikilizeni mpaka hapo. Just ni generic, ndio nilikuwa nataka kuambia msikilize. Ili sasa mimi sioni haja ya kiongozi kuja kuongelesha watu na alafu anaongea vitu si tangible, vitu generic. Hakuna kitu anasema. Hebu sikilizeni.
Today because some 70 years ago, some gallant sons and daughters of our country united, stood together to resist oppression, division, and segregation, to fight for our freedom, to fight for our liberty, and to fight for the pride of the Black person. And because we are standing here today because of the sacrifices of people who are not necessarily here today, we owe them the debt of gratitude of making sure that we sustain this country and fight for its unity and project the values for which
I'm sorry. This is one of the worst speech by a leader, by the way. Na yule mtu ambaye anaandikia Kindiki speeches anafaa kufutwa kazi. In fact, his speech ya Kindiki, it was the worst. It was the worst. Very generic, nothing. It's like ni speech ametoa South Africa, ama ametoa huko Burundi ama Malawi. I don't get it. I don't get it. This speech is too basic. Hebu endelea kusikiliza, then finally atakuja aanzie kuongea story ya handshake, alafu na amalize. That's what I'm trying to say. Viongozi wetu ni kama hawajakuwa trained kujua ni vitu gani wanafaa kuweka kwa raia. Hii speech huwezi tusaidia. Hii speech aiongei ile mambo inaweza saidia Mkenya. Mkenya hana chakula, Mkenya hana kazi. Hebu sikiliza zile vitu wanaongea, very generic, sijui nini, like things which is not oratory, is how the government works. Bwana Kindiki, I don't know why you are not getting this stuff. It's so poor, by the way. It's one of the worst speech ever given by a leader. Hebu sikilizeni speech of Kindiki. It's the worst speech ever. I've never had such a speech from a politician like this one.
Which our forefathers stood for, even as we also owe our children and the generations to come the debt of making sure that we transfer this country to them when it is united, prosperous, and inclusive. The second and last comment I want to make, Your Excellency, is that as you lead us in the transformation and progress of our country at this moment, we applaud you for realizing that Kenya's progress will be faster if the country is united. Thank you for reaching out to as many stakeholders as possible to bring everyone on the table so that
Kindiki is very hollow. Kindiki hana kitu ya kusema. Yaani unasikia hata akisema ati kazi yake ni kushukuru rais kwa vitu obvious. I don't understand. Anyway,
we can all pull in one direction of making sure that our country moves to the next level. We applaud you for reaching out to the former Prime Minister for the establishment of the broad-based government, and we thank you for reaching out to the former President, Uhuru Kenyatta, and making sure that going forward, all of us, every stakeholder is on the table as we decide the destiny of our country and as we lift the weights that we must lift in honor of the previous generation and also in honor of the generations to come. Tunakushukuru Mheshimiwa Rais kwa kuendelea kuunganisha taifa letu la Kenya ili nchi yetu ipate fanaka maendeleo, ili nchi yetu ipate fanaka la Kenya, ili nchi yetu. Mheshimiwa Rais,
and I don't like this. I do not like this. I think sisi kama citizens tumefika level whereby, kwani hawa watu wamefika milioni, mbona raia kusitafutwe viti raia wakalie? I'm just trying to ask, why do we have to hold people with this indignity? I think we have to grow a nation whereby tunaanzia kusema raia aheshimiwe. At least wacha raia watafutiwe viti. Kama sasa hapa stadium viti ziwekwe, watu wakuje wakalie. I think hii era, na maybe watu kwa comment mnaweza niambia, do you like this story whereby raia wanakuja wanakalishwa chini kwa nyasi? Nikuuliza tu, ni swali tu nauliza. We have not evolved into an era whereby hatuwezi kalia viti. No. We cannot continue with the celebration in this level. And the next Kenyan leader, we will be doing celebrations sitting. Hakuna vile tutakuwa tunakalia mchanga. This is the indignity which they even show us during leadership. Aya, tusikilize Gedhure.
So in honor of the generations to come. Tunakushukuru Mheshimiwa Rais kuendelea kuunganisha taifa letu la Kenya ili nchi yetu ipate fanaka, maendeleo na ustawi. Ni lazima sisi zote, mirengo mbalimbali ya siasa, dini mbalimbali, makabila mbalimbali, watu wote wa siasa, makanisa, mashirika yasiyokuwa ya serikali, vijana, wazee, akina mama na watoto, lazima tusukume gurudumu la taifa la Kenya tukiwa na umoja. Thank you, Mr. President, for spearheading the unity of our country. Today is not a day for me to make a speech.
Imagine amemaliza. That is the speech of a deputy president. Ili mujue tuko kwa shida. Amemaliza. Hajataja kitu yote about raia. Hajataja muradi wowote. Hajataja chochote. We have a wrong way to go. Kama viongozi ni hawa, we have a wrong way to go. Brothers and sisters. Tuko na shida. Kama viongozi ni hawa, we have a wrong way to go. Anyway, wacha niwaekee baba yake. Huu ni puppet, hakuna kitu anaweza tupangia. This one is just a puppet. So anyway, hata I think na nasalimika sana Shosholuse ya Santi, Konstantina Ngonjiri ya Santi. Naona Ngonjiri ulibadilisha picha. Umeweka ukua umeweka jamaa mwingine hapa. So I'm not happy of that.
Please, let's take our seat.
So that is very poor. Na baadhi mgeni wa heshima alikuwa Adama Barrow, president wa Gambia. Gambia ni kainchi kadogo kako pale kameshikana na Senegal, kako ndani ya Senegal. Haya, wacha tusikilize naye huyu His Excellency Bwana Taperi, alafu tutafanya interpretation baadaye. Unajua viongozi hata huyu wa Gambia, unaona wale watu wanaendea, mbona angetuletea Ibrahim Traore? Unaona pia wale viongozi hao watu wanaendea ni watu who do not actually make sense. This guy from Gambia is not a serious guy. He's not a serious guy. He's not doing right in his country. No wonder hata ndiye amemuendea. So yule ambaye anataka kuingia kwa kipindi, unaweza ingia na hiyo link kuja tusemezane. Yeah. Adama Barrow is not a serious man. Adama Barrow si ati ni jamaa ati unaweza sema ati anafanya kazi ya muhimu kwa nchi yake. He is not a serious guy. Yeah, Rusi karibu sana. Tunajaribu kukanganua ile so huyu Adama huyu ambaye Ruto ameleta tu mtu kama yeye. Wacha niwaekee.
I never join a meeting without my AI meeting assistant to take notes.
Watch this. I can ask
Of the people and government of Kenya, as we commemorate
the Lord Chief Justice of Kenya, I am profoundly excited as Jamhuri Day. Join you in celebrating.
Ndio huyu anaitwa Adama Barrow, president wa Gambia. He is not a serious guy. Ni Ruto type 2. Ate ndirendwa kugero men in black. Oh, okay. Yeah, huyu Adama Barrow is not a serious guy, eh?
To the visionary leadership to build as a democratic republic.
Ni vitu generic, like me I don't know where they get these speeches from. Yani tu ni speech too generic, yani ni kama ni speech imedownloadiwa pahali. They say nothing.
Was a historic milestone in the landscape of East Africa. Peace and security, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, exemplified the spirit of African unity. Our challenge lies in finding a solution to the persistent paradox of underdevelopment within an enabling context of enormous resources and potential for rapid advancement. Context.
It's generic. He is saying nothing. Ruto part 2. He is saying nothing.
Let us work towards a better future, characterized by economic prosperity.
Anyway,
Please, let's take our seats.
Let me not waste my time. Mukisikiliza huyo jamaa. He will tell you nothing. Anyway, wacha tuweke I put for you, nijaribu kuanalyzia kidogo. Pia musikia ya Ruto venye ni hollow. So these people are just hollow. Hakuna kitu wanatuambianga. And that's why I'm trying to say, as a Kenyans, we need now a conversation. Do we need to waste like 1 billion for generic speeches which do not have anything in them? His speech hakuna kitu imekuwa nayo. These people are just coming here to mock us. There's nothing which they presented here today. So wacha niwekee Ruto kidogo mumusikie. Sisi tunamwekea mumusikie speech yake yote. But
have you ever seen the magic glasses that can see clearly without glasses? This glasses can not only see.
Nationalization gave way to equality. The year 1963, therefore, marked Kenya's.
Hapo anaongea story ya independence, something which we know.
Is the essence of democratic freedom, a civic duty for citizens, a responsibility for leaders, and a necessary imperative for our success and progress.
He is using the word responsibility for leaders. Is he responsible? Is Bwana Ruto responsible? Nataka musikie hapo. That's why I'm saying these speeches do not make sense.
Today, I want to encourage my fellow countrymen to keep this perspective in mind. As we aspire for more and better, we must not give way to despair, pessimism, or skepticism when faced with challenges, but instead.
Who is skeptical? I think he is the one who is skeptical. That was Greek to me. You see, these speeches do not make sense. And sometimes when we tell people don't listen to these people, they think we are saying it out of hate. Sababu ni speech ambayo anajua hakuna kitu amefanya. So you are trying to connect researchers with that. So shosho wa miaka 90 unampea speech ya nini? Talk about tuko na mahindi, tuko na nguo, tuko na manyumba, tuko na mashule, tuko na madawa. That's how speeches should be. Not these incoherent speeches of Akina Ruto.
Forge our consequently, ladies and gentlemen, financial inclusion, for example, is now a reality for millions.
Now, he is talking about financial inclusion. Na mumesikia kwamba ma-MP wamelipiwa kila mtu milioni 2.5 car tax. Sijui kama Rusi umesikia hiyo? Ruto amewasainia jana. Wabunge I think wabunge watalipia gari zile wako nazo kodi. So mbunge akitaka kununua, so kila mbunge amepewa tax break ya 2.5 million anunue gari. Walisainiwa jana. Na ndio yeye anaongea story ya financial inclusion. Kwa nini sisi kama raia tusipewe hiyo tax break, hata sisi tuimport gari bila tax? In any case hiyo gari zitakuja kutumia mafuta. We can focus on getting tax from oil ama from fuel ile ambayo hiyo gari itatumia. Kwanza hata hiyo ndio ile pesa mingi mtapata mingi sana. Kwa nini hata sisi raia ambao hatuna pesa tusipewe tax break kuimport magari, hata sisi tuende Japan? Because the amount of tax tunalipanga Kenya tukinunua gari is double what the price of the car. Unanunua gari $5,000 Japan, unakuja unalipia another $5,000 ya tax. ama unanunua gari ya dola 10,000 unakuja unalipa dola zingine 10,000. So wabunge wamepewa hiyo tax break, so hakuna kulipa tax tena ya magari. So wabunge wote, na Ruto amewasainia jana. Then he is talking about financial inclusion. That's why I want to tell you, these speeches do not make sense. What is financial inclusion?
The Hustler Fund is marking its second anniversary on a highly successful note.
What is Hustler Fund? He is saying Hustler Fund is doing a second anniversary, right? Hustler Fund is doing a second anniversary. Nani hapa amewahi shika Hustler Fund? Tafadhali, kama umewahi shika Hustler Fund, hebu niandikie hapo. Mimi sijaipatana na Hustler Fund. I have not met any person who has been helped by Hustler Fund. Hustler Fund is purely a scam, waste of time, waste of resources. It is a scheme to steal. So Ruto is talking about Hustler Fund, which is a useless scheme, a useless fund. It's a useless fund. It's not helpful. It has not taken anyone from poverty. That is the truth. Hakuna mtu ambaye ametoka kwa umaskini courtesy of Hustler Fund. So that's another big lie. Hii ni uongo hii.
Having empowered millions by lending a total.
Hustler Fund has empowered millions. The word millions. Really? Where are those millions? I want you people muniambie mtu ambaye saa hii anasema aliinuliwa na Hustler Fund. His life was made different by Hustler Fund. I think walianzia na 500 when they just started, 500, 600, 700. Umesikia mtu Hustler Fund amepewa 10,000 ama 50,000? This is a joke. That's why when we say some of these speeches, they don't make sense, they're incoherent. You people, you can now understand us. Wacha tusikie Taperi.
Total of 60 billion Kenya shillings so far, liberating millions from predatory lenders and precarious financial situations and enabling them to meet their needs, fund their hustles, and build their credit scores. Our ongoing conversation with borrowers focuses on concerns related to short-term duration, modest loan amounts, and the time required to increase borrowing limits. In response to this feedback, the fund has designed a new product, the bridge loan, to help Kenyans with good credit scores to transition from personal loan.
Sorry, hizo loans hata sijazisikia. What is bridge loan? Karadi Queen, karibu. What is bridge loan? Because unajua saa zingine even as Kenyans, we are doing a lot of disservice to sit down here to listen to somebody doing a lie after the other one. What is a bridge loan? How many of you people have heard about bridge loan? Nataka muniambie, what is bridge loan? Wewe usimaisikia kitu inaitwa bridge loan? I've not even seen it being advertised in the TV. Even I have never even met with a commercial of bridge loan. Kwani bridge loan inapeaniwa chini ya vitanda? What is this bridge loan? Nataka musikie tena muniambie kama umesikia kitu kama hii.
Loans to enhance facility, a new product, the bridge loan, to help.
They have a new product, the bridge loan. Maybe unless kama wanaileta, but I've not heard of it. How come they have not published it? You need to publish it if it is there. I've not heard somebody. Mimi sijakutana na mtu ambaye anasema amepata bridge loan. What is bridge loan? Anyway, wacha tupite. Mukiona na skip hivyo, ni vile najua hiyo ni uongo. So hapo tu ni uongo ya Hustler Fund. Let's go.
Inputs and extension services. Agro industries have more raw materials and value addition is on the rise. The agro-industrial sector is...
Okay. That's another bullshit. That's another bullshit. Nataka musikilize vizuri hapo.
Have brought more land under cultivation, and produced more per acre than before, thanks to the timely availability of subsidized inputs and.
Sasa anasema ati subsidized input ndizo zimeongezea mazao kwa mashamba. Ni wakulima wangapi wanapata hizo vitu subsidized? Anasema, you know, you people, we have to interrogate this thing, and that's why I'm telling you people we should not listen. So that's another big lie. Another big lie. There's nothing like subsidization. Where are they?
Extension services. Agro industries have more raw materials and value addition is on the rise. The agro-industrial sector.
Value addition is on the rise. What is the measure? What is the measure of that value addition? That's why nimewaambia wapendwa, when you listen to these people, their speeches are too generic. Anasema agro products production is on the rise and value addition is on the rise. What is the measure of that value addition? Hiyo value addition ni kitu gani inamwambia ya kwamba value addition Kenya iko juu? You know, we have to interrogate this. Like, that's a generic statement. Let's listen the next statement to sikie kama ata qualify, because when you say that value addition is on the rise, it was supposed to give a percentage. Let's here, because if it is on the rise, you are supposed to say that it has risen, kama ile speech nilionyesha ya Kibaki. So you people, muone my previous video, the way I show you, the way Kibaki was giving these things in numbers, in ratio form. We have increased from 50 to 57. In just my recent video, ile ambayo nilikuwa nikisema ya Jamhuri, video yangu ya Jamhuri nilielezea about the pitches of Kibaki. Now, these are the pitches of Ruto. So he has to tell, so anasema agro products and value addition is on the rise, but there is no measure. Hakuna kipimo. Unajua, he is supposed to give us numbers so that now we can critique from numbers. Let's see kama hizo numbers atasema. Racho, karibu sana. Huyu mtu wako lazima tumtengeneze hapa. We are trying to, tunasikiliza hii speech yake na tunacherepiki uongo. But so far everything is lies. Hatujapika hata ukweli hata moja so far. The only thing which is right for him ni jina. So up to there, we need a measure of that value addition. So that statement is fake. That statement is fake. Let's see.
Is also creating more jobs each year as we gear up to compete in various export markets. Driven.
I don't like that statement. It is also creating more jobs. What is more? Well, Bwana Chaimob, you please, all my, you know, I don't know, ladies or men. I hope Chaimob FM. What is more jobs? What is more jobs? Ili mujue hao watu, they don't know how to communicate and explain issues. What is more jobs? He was supposed to say it has created an addition 500,000 jobs. That's how you do. What is the word more? More means plus one and beyond. So how do we qualify? So that's why, and he has to use this word, these adjectives, because he doesn't want to commit. So this is the new version of lies. Kama munakumbuka, in 2022, he was talking of numbers. We will create 3 million jobs. Sasa ametoka huko sababu hataki tumushike. Mike Bogo anataka hataki sasa tumushike. Hataki tumushike. Sasa he is now using adjectives. We are creating more jobs. So far hajaweka number. This is not how this guy speaks. We need numbers, guy. Mr. Gent, we need numbers. Tunataka numbers. You cannot use the word more. It's impossible. You cannot use the word more. Akitenga, tunatengua. Maybe he means jobs for his own Charin and the lot. Yeah, because he is using the word more jobs. So again, I disqualify that one. That one I disqualify. You cannot. I disqualify that one. So he was supposed to give us a number. So I don't like the statement more. So that one has to go. So in other words, because it's a presidential speech, again, I discredit that statement. I've still not gotten another. So he is all over the place. He is playing chicken with us. Yeah. Now he is using adjectives. And the guys continue joining bana. Huyu mtu bana. We are cherry picking him. Tunamuonea 18. Okay, wacha tumusikie.
Driven by the expanding intra-African trade, opportunities in the European Union market, and
guys, expanding. You people, you have to, unajua, nataka musikilize hii. Again, you don't do that. You have to, as a president, you have to give a number. You have to give a measure. Kuna kitu tunaitanga smart. Come on, there's something we call smart. There's something we call smart. Objectives have to be smart. They have to be smart. So tunasemanga objectives or anything, things have to be smart. So S, I think is specific. M ni measurable. R ni realistic. I know his speech is not smart. I don't see realistic things that I don't see a measure. So expanding, again, as a president, you cannot use the word expanding. So again, that statement I remove. So Mr. Ruto is not supposed to use the word expanding. You cannot say expanding market. He was supposed to measure that market for us because we don't know. Sisi hatujui, yeye ndiye tunamlipa mshahara ili atuambie. Because those are some of the places whereby we need details and data. So again, that is a hollow statement. Chaimob. And I know you are happy because you are here. That's a hollow statement. So if you don't understand what a hollow statement is, ndio hiyo. Let me replay it again ili muelewe hollow statement ni gani. Hollow statement ni ile statement ambayo huwezi pima. Another one. Now this is the fourth one. Hollow statement. Simply because he is hiding from accountability.
India's export markets, driven by the expanding intra-African trade.
The expanding intra-Africa trade. The expanding. How is it expanding? How? He is not saying it. So, you can just tell us it is expanding, but it is not true. He needed to have told us that the intra-Africa trade is expanding because more countries are now trading with each other. Recently, we were having like 16 countries which were importing and exporting items like fertilizer, items like maize or sugar. But now, a country like Uganda or Kenya has now increased its, because intra-Africa trade is within the countries of Africa. But like for us, because he is speaking about Kenya, for us, Kenya, that market is expanding because now we are buying more cocoa from Ghana than we used to buy, or we are buying more rubber, or we are buying more horticultural crops from Uganda than we used to buy. He was supposed to be specific. He cannot use a hollow statement. You cannot use a hollow statement as a president because sisi kama raia lazima tupime na tutapima aje? How can we measure a hollow statement? For me, I have to sit down here and I analyze and I need to write something. I cannot write the word expanding. What is expanding? Rachel Kibaya, because you are a psychologist. What does the word expanding mean? Unajua saa zingine nyinyi watu mnasemanga tunaoneanga hawa watu. And you people, nikiwa hapa pia najaribu kuwafunza how to analyze these political speeches. So unajua saa zingine kuna mtu anasema huyu mtu ameongea sana. Bring him here sasa asikilize. This guy has spoken nothing. Up to now, zero. Speech yake up to now. How many minutes by the way? Hebu niona tumeona dakika ngapi?
Opportunities in the...
We are in the 12th minute. Na aliongea 40 minutes. We have analyzed up to the 12th minute. Zero. Zero statement. Hakuna kitu jamaa amesema. 12th minute, that is a third of the speech. Na hakuna kitu huyu jamaa amesema. And you people, hamuogopi. These are the type of leaders you have. Tumeanzia na Kidiki, who said nothing. I have analyzed for you here. Kidiki was just speaking about forefathers na nini, things which are not connecting. Okay, hollow statement, aina mwisho, Shimo tu anarusha maneno. Maybe it is Tanzanian honey, but he needs to say, I cannot stand his voice, leave alone his hollow words of statement. Hakuna kitu ya maana. Of course, that's what. So these are the speeches which sasa naweza waambia sasa Kenyans, don't waste your time to go and listen to somebody. I have just taken this initiative, and maybe even in the future I will also be analyzing for you these things so that you can understand that these people give hollow statements. Statement ambayo haina kitu. He's just talking to fill the paper. It is so sad by the way. Na sio chuki. Shi msifikiria ati ni chuki niko nayo hapa. I will analyze for you hii speech yote. Sina mbio hapa. But nitaanalyzia hii speech yote sababu nimeisikiliza yote. And I have said enough is enough. I was not meant to come here at this particular time to analyze for you this speech. But nimesikiliza hii speech yote nikasema we have to save Kenya. Even Kibaki's speeches were not like this. How can we have a speech 40 minutes and it is a pure definition of hot air? It's so sad. And Kenyans have wasted a day to go and sit in the stadium to listen to a hollow speech. Really? We cannot be listening to hollow speeches. So karibuni sana. So kama unataka kuingia kwa kipindi tuchanganue maneno hapa na wewe, you are welcome. So wacha nisome nisikie video. So Embu Stadium mnasema polisi peke yake, anasema so it is true no child will go back to school before registering with. We are supposed to fight this thing. We are supposed to fight this thing. Let's save Kenya mapema ndio best. Huyu ni Timothy Njoroge amekuja tena. Yes. We have to analyze this speech ili muelewe. So far 12 minutes. No statement which is congruent or which is haya aendelee.
The European Union market and United Kingdom markets and our growing competitiveness in the global marketplace.
And our growing competitiveness. Our growing. Rachel, you need to come here. Our growing. Again, no measure. I japimo your statement. Again, our growing. Any person can say growing. We are growing our market. Hiyo kitu ina grow. Again, hollow statement. Mukicheza hata nitaachana na hii speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bottom-up economic transformation agenda prioritizes digital.
Sasa tuko kwa ile economy ya matako juu. Bottom up. Tuko hiyo sasa. I want you hear what you talk about bottom up. It is not what he will explain here. Listen carefully what you say about bottom up. Tuendelee.
Transformation as a cornerstone of inclusive economic growth. This is why we are undertaking an ambitious
I want us people you help me understand what is inclusive economic growth. Inclusive economic growth is bottom up bringing what so far what has bottom up achieved in Kenya? the theoretical, sababu bottom up, kuna nchi ambazo zinafanya bottom up, so sitaki kugonga bottom up. There are people who have implemented bottom up well, but bottom up in Kenyan context, what inclusivity is it bringing? Because he is saying bottom up has brought inclusivity in Kenya. Which inclusivity? Nani amepata pesa out of this bottom up? People are devastated. People have no money. Things are not working. So again, a hollow statement. A statement without anything. Oh my. Oh my. You regret the reason why I'm here. Itabidi niwachanue mujue kusoma speech. Ngojiri, I hope you are learning something. Itabidi niwachanue sasa. Unajua hii maneno ya mtu akiongea pale mnasema ati huyo mtu ameongea leo na mnapiga makofi. Mbona mpigi makofi? Mbona mpigi makofi after we analyzing these things? There was somebody who was busy clapping here. It's a joke. So it takes back in times of Mutukufu. Yeah, guys, like the video, please. Please go save your. Oh. Okay, let's hear. Musiende, I'm here. I would analyze for you this whole speech. You will learn a lot, by the way, from this speech. You will learn a lot. We are shaping each other. Ili next time mkiona speech. Hata mimi nikisikia speech ya Donald Trump naichukuanga na analyze. Nikisikia speech ya Joe Biden nachukua na analyze. So that is where I've gotten some of this experience of understanding what these people are meaning. So please listen to me and you will learn something. Tafadhali, you learn something. I don't think there are so many people who would have the patience to analyze for you this speech the way I'm doing it.
Expansion of our national digital infrastructure by deploying fiber optic network to connect over 74,000 public institutions and establish 25,000.
Okay. For the first time, ametaja number. Ametaja 74,000 public institutions. 74,000 public institutions. It is impossible. You people mnataka kuniambia shule 74,000 Kenya zimewekwa internet na Ruto? No, we have to repeat that. Ameweka number ni sawa, but again, it is numbers coupled with the lies. Nataka nirudi hapo. That one we have to listen. Nataka musikie vile amesema 74,000 na another 25,000. Listen carefully.
That's expansion of our national digital infrastructure by deploying fiber optic network to connect over 74,000 public institutions and establish 25,000 public Wi-Fi hotspots, because digital transformation is a critical enabler in creating opportunities across all sectors. We intend...
Okay. You people, Okay, Lucy anasema you are getting angry. Oh, I'm really sorry for you. Niachane nayo mama. Now amesema 74,000 so kwa hiyo digital infrastructure amesema 74,000 public institution and 25,000 hotspots ziko na fiber. Guys, has Kenyan government put 25,000 hotspots? Am I not aware? You people, are you sure the Kenyan government has put 25,000 hotspots? No, let's be clear. Has the Kenyan government put 25,000 hotspots? Why are people buying bundles? Why are people buying bundles as Safaricom if we have these hotspots? So, Lucy Memo anasema, I am not learning, I am getting angry. Very true. You don't listen for the sake. Listen, understand analysis, evaluate, and review. 25,000 hotspots. Guys, I don't think even the US government has done this. Leave alone Kenya. 25,000 public hotspots. Okay. Wacha tusikie mtukufu Mr. Lice.
And to use this infrastructure to extend internet connectivity to 8.5 million homes and businesses and eliminate the digital divide, which undermines technological inclusivity in homes, schools, villages, and counties. I take this opportunity to affirm the significant progress already made and which is accelerating due to the digitization of government services. Through the e-Citizen portal, we have digitized 20,855 government services, streamlining public service delivery, enhancing transparency and efficiency, eliminating opportunities.
This one, 20,000 services. This one was centralizing corruption. So history ya kusema tu wanatumia akaunti moja, it was to ease corruption. You people, you need to understand. It was to ease corruption. Kusaidia wizi. Chaimob ananiambia, endelea, I'm learning how to analyze. Chaimob FM, wapi? You should mention just a few. Okay. Of course, you people, you are joking with the 25,000. 25,000. Si hata Wakenya wangekuwa, hata kungekuwa na maandamano. 25,000 hotspot. Hata Gen Z wangekuwa anatokezea wakimwambia mtukufu Lice, we don't need you. You have 25,000 hotspots and people are demonstrating in a small country like Kenya. Do you know that 25,000 hotspots, can you divide them with all the counties? Ili uone kila county itakuwa na ngapi? Every county, 47 counties, hiyo ni 100. So every county will have like 300. Like a county like Embu, which has like Embu, we have how many wards? Embu, we have like, I think, like 10 wards or so. It means like every ward will have 30. Hey? Makubwa haya. Not angry with you. Just here to learn from your review. Wacha mtukufu Lice aendelee. So, history ya 20,000, hiyo nimediscredit tena. Amepeana numbers, but so you need to understand Mr. Ruto. So Mr. Ruto, where he doesn't want to be put into account, he puts an adjective. Where he want to lie, he puts humongous numbers. You people need to understand that. Humongous numbers. Numbers which will make you to think that these people have done a lot. Let's go.
Opportunities for corruption and increasing visibility and mobilization of public revenues. The transformative power of this single initiative to improve citizen experience with public services and enhance the government's ability to manage public resources effectively highlights the immense value of digital transformation. Additionally,
Wapendwa, he is saying they centralized the revenues for the government services to create efficiency. Is that statement factual? Efficiency. We are having shared chief. How is their efficiency? Because you know, when he's talking of efficiency, there are some government services we can try to explain here they are not working. Again, wrong misuse of the word efficiency. He was not supposed to use the word efficiency. He was supposed to use the word, So he was not, because efficiency is for something which is running without a grit. So instead of using the word efficiency, he was supposed to use the word collaboration, so that different sectors can collaborate with each other. It's not about efficiency. This centralization of services, it is not meant to help the Kenyans. It is meant to help the status quo, wale watu wanokota pesa pale juu. So, but he doesn't want to talk about that. So he is now claiming ni sisi tunasaidika, which is not true. So again, misuse of the word efficiency. Yeah, Chaimobo anasema afadhali a 5-minute speech with quality. Yeah. So the word efficiency has been misplaced. So that one we have to remove it.
Our digital transformation strategy is making significant contributions to skills development and job creation. For example, Ajira and Jitume Digital are advancing our vision to equip 20 million citizens with ICT skills, fostering entrepreneurship, and enhancing inclusive.
Another lie. Brothers and sisters, another lie. You're saying there is an initiative called Ajira and Jitume, which will create 20 million jobs. Guys, it is impossible. There is no any one employment sector which can employ 40% of Kenyans. It's impossible. So Ajira, I'm talking of one initiative. It is impossible. Even in the US, it cannot happen. There's no any one initiative. Even in the US, the biggest one initiative, it was Manhattan Project. Manhattan Project employed 500,000 people. What I'm saying, I'm not saying that the government cannot employ 20 million people. You can employ them, but in many sectors. But it is impossible to have Ajira and Jitume to take care of 20 million people. It's impossible. Again, blatant lie. Na nitarudia hapo musikie ili musiseme nimeongezea, because that's a very serious lie. Hapo.
And job creation. For example, Ajira and Jitume Digital are advancing our vision to equip 20 million citizens with ICT skills, fostering.
Ajira and Jitume, 20 million. You guys, you don't know what 20 million means in terms of people. And you people munasema muko na rais. One program to sort out 20 million people. You know, we need to be auditing some of these things which these people talk. Unakuja hapa, you want to speak big, but one program, 20 million people. Hata Elon Musk hajaajiri watu kama hao. You people, you don't know what 20 million people mean. One program namna hii, 20 million people. Akiruto ni watu humudanganya ama ni nini? Because he is making a total foolishness of himself. Imagine one program, 20 million people. Anyway, let's go ahead. Unajua ndio nilikuwa nikitaka musikilize hii speech ili mujue. And he is taking so much of my time. Kuna wakati itafika I will start skipping some presents. Ndio nataka tu musikie. Up to now, there's no any truth which is coming from the mouth.
Entrepreneurship and enhancing inclusive digital literacy. In other words, an additional 20 million Kenyans are being prepared for higher productivity in the digital economy. We have also adopted the integration.
Another 20 million Kenyans. Hebu sikilizeni hapo wapendwa. Another 20 million Kenyans. Sasa tushaambiwa Ajira inapangia 20 million. Sasa kuna another 20 million. Sasa tusha sort 40 million. Unajua nataka tuende tukipiga hii hesabu. Tusha sort out 40 million. So already Ajira na Tujitume isha sort 20. Then hii nayo digital ingine isha sort another 20. No, I have to repeat there. Unajua nyinyi watu mtaanzia kuniwekelea na wekelea ubesti yenu.
And enhancing inclusive digital literacy. In other words, an additional 20 million Kenyans are being prepared for higher productivity in the digital economy. We have also adopted the integration of creative industry courses in.
So, tusha sort out watu 40 million sahi. Meaning that everybody in Kenya is sorted out because the other 15, because sisi ni 55 million, the other 15 ni watoto was between 0 and 5 na teenagers. That's where the other 15 million is. So in other words, in Kenya we are good. Kila mtu akona kazi, kila mtu akona pesa, and everybody is sorted out. That is what Ruto is saying. Ruto is saying that everybody in Kenya is good. Hata hiyo story tunasemanga story ya unemployment is a dream, ni kupagawa, tunakuwa tumepagawa. So everybody in Kenya is sorted. Nishawapigia hesabu, we are 55 million people. 20 million wako kwa ajira. Another 20 they are being prepared, huko mumesikia. They are being hiyo ni 40. Hii 15 ingine inabaki ama 10 ni watoto na teenagers who they don't need those things because they are dependent. Wanategemea mzazi pahali. So according to Ruto, everybody in Kenya is good. Everybody in Kenya is good. Hatuna hoka, hatuna watu wana makazi, we don't have destitutes, hatuna squatters. Everybody is good in Kenya. That is what Ruto is saying in a international TV where people are listening to him, in a national media which even will connect. I've never seen such a president speaking like this. Sijasikia speech kama hii in any other country. Nimesikiliza hata Kim Jong-un wa North Korea na sijaisikia story kama hizi. This one is beyond jamba. This one is beyond jamba. Guys, tuko hii sasa, tuko ile sasa ya ni jamba plus kiroro together. It's serious, by the way, you people. Don't take this thing as a huyu mtu anataka neema, anataka huruma. It's bad. Unazoea uongo sasa, mpaka sasa hiyo uongo sasa you craft it in speeches. It's bad, guys. It's not a joke. It's not a joke what you are hearing here. It's not a joke. And now these are the people who wanaanzia kusema wanataka kushikana mikono na wanataka kutumia mapasta tuongezee miaka ingine 5. Anataka miaka ingine 5. You want us to mpe miaka another 5 episodes kama hizi. According to Ruto, I need to sit here another 5 times to analyze this stupidity. Chaimob. Atutuketi hapa tena mara ingine 5 as we analyze such things. Guys, you people, you don't know what this guy is saying. Hollow speeches. Oh my. According to Ruto, you are all good. Ni kujifanya mnajifanya. Nyinyi mnasema mko na shida. According to Ruto, you people, you are all good.
To technical and vocational colleges as a reliable mechanism to build a skilled workforce. These robust measures form the foundation of our strategy to promote the emergence of a fully fledged digital economy, leveraging Kenya's position as a regional hub for software development and digital exports. These initiatives are supported by key interventions, such as the establishment of institutional and incentive frameworks to and encourage the transfer of digital technologies with a particular focus on artificial intelligence and blockchain. Through these efforts, we are empowering local.
Sijui ni wapi artificial intelligence. Yes, artificial intelligence iko kwa dunia, but I don't know how far it has reached in Kenya. It is that in Kenya, artificial intelligence is at its infancy stages, but sasa hapa inaanzia kusemekana inatumika. I don't think even how many Kenyans can work in artificial intelligence. But sasa according to Ruto, artificial intelligence inatumika. Anyway, mutaniruhusu nirukaruke hii speech. Niweke huko mbele. Sababu uongo ni mingi anyway. Okay.
And I'm assistant foreman for community
kama kuna mtu anataka kuingia anaweza ingia.
Enterprise sector has generated 840,000 jobs this year. To address
sasa kuna ingine 80,000 imewekwa hapo. Hiyo nataka msikie sasa. Na already si mnajua tulikuwa na 40 million already.
recommendation of 1 teacher for every 40 learners. This December, we are hiring an additional 20,000 teachers, while our rejuvenated micro, small, and medium enterprise sector has generated 840,000 jobs this year.
800.
To address the urgent need to create
840,000 jobs this year. $840,000 jobs this year. Wait, 840,000 jobs this year. You people, sijui kama hiyo namba umesikia.
Create opportunities for the hundreds of thousands of young men and women entering the labor market annually. We have expanded the employment opportunity spectrum and implemented strategies to secure jobs abroad to facilitate mobility and placement of suitably qualified Kenyans. Since September 2022, agreement in export restoration through the Kenya Urban Resilience or Climate Works program. Recognizing the urgency, scale, and importance of these efforts, Climate Works is designed to be ambitious. So far, 21
climate huko ndiko anataka kutuvaccinetia ng'ombe. I will not agree with that one.
1,560 Kenyans have been engaged in Nairobi, with nearly 48% being women, reflecting a strong commitment to gender parity. The program will soon be expanded nationwide to engage 200,000 young men and women in critical infrastructure and environmental projects within our towns, cities, and communities. This initiative not only offers opportunities, but also empowers young people to strengthen the foundations of urban living and tackle climate change. We are also investing in local content creation to enhance the quality and competitiveness of Kenyan creative products for export.
They are investing in local content creation. Ni ma content creators wagani wametafutwa na serikali wasaidie. I thought content creators is a mushrooming industry by itself. For you to become a content creator lazima serikali ihusike. Unajua pia serikali inapenda kujihusisha hata ni watu mmesikia hapa. Do you need the government to become a content creator? Do they even give any training? Hata wameambia mtu hata unatengeneza video aje au watu.
Foundations of urban living and tackle climate change. We are also investing in local content creation to enhance the quality and competitiveness of Kenyan creative products for export, while facilitating the development of digital platforms to contribute and to distribute Kenyan creativity to global audiences.
Unajua, according to Ruto, yeye hata ndiye ametuweka hapa. Tuko hapa kwa sababu yake. So mjue hata sisi tumshawekwa kwa hiyo sababu ya Ruto. Hata sisi kwa hii digital work tunafanya hapa, we are part of hiyo hesabu sasa for export. So jobs uongo crisis after crisis. Mike Mbogo amesema 840,000 jobs is extreme. By the way, Mike Mbogo he alisema in 1 year. He don't say like for you. He alisema in 1 year. This one he said in 1 year. So please guys, can you share hii channel yetu? Also try to share with your relatives, wasikilize pia tukianalyze and also like the video. You people help even your relatives to hear what we are saying. Hii ni vitu muhimu. Sifikiri hata TV itaenda kwa details of like what we are doing here. So at least ruhusu pia rafiki wako aweze kusikia kile tunasema hapa. Kama if you are enjoying and understanding what we are saying here, also allow your friend, your relative, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband to listen to us. Tafadhali usisikilize uondo peke yako. It's not fair. Yeah. The best way you can bless somebody is to make sure that they can access information. So share our channel. Afadhali hata mtu akatae kusubscribe, uko umemshare, share the channel and encourage them. That's what you do. You share with them and you encourage them. So again, that's another issue. Very, 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 very bad. Lie. Wacha mtukufu lie zaendelee. Digital content creation. Watu washapangwa, hata akina Ngoge ni amewaweka hapo.
I am confident that we are firmly on course to transform opportunities for our creative industry. I salute the actors in our creative space whose work brings life to our cities, streets, and screens. Yet, their achievements are overshadowed by injustice. Musicians, who are the heartbeat and soul of our culture, have long been denied their rightful earnings. It is unacceptable that an artist earns as little as 10,000 shillings a year, while those tasked with collecting their royalties pocket millions monthly. This injustice, ladies and gentlemen, must end. The Kenya Copyright Board, in conjunction with industry players and e-citizen, must establish a transparent, real-time system for royalty collection and distribution to rightful owners and beneficiaries. As we champion this cause, Kenya is also preparing for global leadership by bidding to host the 2026 World Creative Economy Conference, signaling our commitment to celebrate our talent and showcase our vibrant culture to the world. Hosting this conference will be a bold declaration of Kenya's leadership in the creative economy. For Kenya. Those who came before us overcame far more turbulent divisions to score a historic victory whose everlasting legacy benefits us today and will endure for posterity. As they fought hard to reclaim our sovereignty, the enemies
hapo hakuna kitu hapo, again hollow statement you'll hear, hollow
of our freedom deployed state-of-the-art technologies of the time, the radio and the aeroplane. On 12th December, therefore, that the national economic transformation agenda will succeed and deliver for the people of Kenya.
Uongo tena.
If we give in to these emerging negative trends, we shall pay.
So he has accepted that there is emerging negative trend, and they have to be there because hakuna kitu anafanya. So let's listen there, because hapo I think he is trying to talk to some of the people who are trying to criticize him, and he deserves to talk to them because people are not very happy with him. Yes, go ahead, Mutukufu lies.
With our freedom, democracy, and development. I therefore urge all Kenyans to participate fully in our democratic discourse, even as we work hard in nation building. At all times, let us endeavor to engage on the basis of truth. Failure to do so will take us down the path of negativity, tear us away from the values we cherish, and turn us into a people estranged from unity, who sabotage development, undermine democracy, and destroy our republic in pursuit of political expediency. When we say that the cost of basic commodities has come down, it is a fact.
The cost of basic commodities has come down, and you think it's a fact. Is it verifiable? Let's see if you will talk about affordability. I also want somebody to confirm to me, has the cost of basic commodities come down? And when we are talking of basic commodities, we are not only talking of unga. Basic commodities are unga, oil, zile vitu natumia sana, mafuta ya kukaanga, sukari. Those are the basic commodities. How are they? The cost of basic commodities has come down. That is how that statement is saying. Let's hear.
When we say that inflation has come down, it is a fact.
When we say inflation has come down, it is a fact. It is a fact. Again, not measurable. Inflation is measurable. You can put a percentage. Why is he fearing to put a figure? When we say inflation has come down, it is a fact. Inflation has come down to what figure? Bwana Ruto, you need to know how to prepare speeches. This is one of the worst speech prepared by the head of a state.
When we say that our farmers are producing more and better, it is a fact.
And the people are busy clapping. Our farmers are producing more and better. In which place? Karibu sana. When we say that our farmers are producing more and better, it is a fact. Which place? Not true. That's also another fake statement. So, Bwana Kip, najaribu kukanganua hii speech ya Bwana Ruto yote. We are fact checking it and there is no single statement which is true. Sasa tuko dakika ngapi kwa hiyo speech tuna analyze? Niko kwa dakika. When I have 10 minutes to go. But nitakuruhusu useme ili nisikufungirie. Have you been following me? Umekuwa ukinifuatilia?
Bado simpatiye muda niji set up because inaonekana
okay, you can set up yourself. I have been okay, let me mute you. Then you can allow, so do you need 10 minutes or 5 minutes?
About 15 minutes because sijawatch speech. Let me watch it, then I'll give you good, and then I need to make my setup a bit better.
Okay, ni sawa. I will be here.
All right, thank you.
Okay. So
we say that Kenyans who have registered for Taifa Care are receiving better services than before, it is
Kenyans who have registered for Taifa Care are receiving better services than before. Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear that statement? Kenyans who have registered into Taifa Care are receiving better services than before. You people unajua mnafikiria ni kama ni mimi nimeedit hii speech. Narudia.
Better. It is a fact. When we democracy and destroy our republic in pursuit of political expediency. When we say that the cost of basic commodities has come down, it is a fact. When we say that inflation has come down, it is a fact. When we say that our farmers are producing more and better, it is a fact. When we say that Kenyans who have registered for Taifa Care are receiving better services than before, it is a fact.
Guys, sasa Bwana Ruto amefika level sasa, hata sasa uongo inawekwa in summary form. Wapendwa, sijui kama mnanielewa? We Chaimobu, umeenda usiniache hapa peke yangu. Sasa uongo inawekwa in summary form, sasa tuna summarize uongo. Haya. Endeleeni tu. Sasa now uongo tunaiweka sasa in summary sasa ili muibebe vizuri. At Kenyans who have been registered in Taifa Care are receiving better services. Guys, you need to verify for me that hii taifa KND mnaita SHA na SHIF, he is saying that it is better than previous. So hao watu ambao mnasema wamekuwa wakikufia mahospitali na nini ni uongo. Mko hapa na Rao ashafika AU mapema for tomorrow debate. I will not reason that. Jamani, niliachana naye, nyinyi msikilizeni peke yenu. I'm sorry for that, because again it will be a horror speech, big words with nothing. That guy cannot deliver for anyone. Shit. Raila will deliver nothing in AU. He is going there for retirement or just for his final days there. So there's nothing he's doing there. He is a studio of Ruto. So it's worse to uwezi fuatilia Raila sahi. Raila shaisha pumzi, like he has nothing to offer in the modern society. Raila has nothing to offer, and I have to say it clearly and categorically. Just like the way Ruto has nothing to offer in this life. Haya, tuendelee.
We encourage everyone.
Na sasa kuna watu sasa wanapiga makofi kwa hiyo summary ya uongo sasa. Simuona sasa mbeleni ilikuwa draft, sasa tuko kwa summary ya uongo na kuna watu wanapiga makofi hapo. Boss Rede, karibu. Tunapewa uhondo ya uongo na tunadungwa summary na tunafurahi.
Including our critics, to engage on the basis of facts and the truth. If some of us persist in the culture of reckless negativity, for how long will cynics mobilize Kenyans to deny facts that they can feel, that they can touch, and they can see? What will they say in a few weeks' time when we begin to give keys to new homeowners of our affordable housing units? What will they say at the thousands of plumbers, electricians, teachers, health workers?
So kuna watu wanapewa manyumba, funguo za nyumba. Okay. We will be here to see.
Workers, building and construction workers, digital workers, and many more who are already at work, including the 300 young men and women who yesterday were flagged off by my deputy to go and work abroad, joining thousands who are already abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, I am confident in the future of our nation and the capacity of our national transformation agenda to deliver, because
Bwana Ruto, we are only confident in the future where you are not there. So your confidence, unasema you are confident in the future of Kenya. We are only confident in the future where you are not part of it. So be warned about that. We are confident of future, but without you.
Because I appreciate the strategies we have put in place, the work underway, and the commitment as an open and free for future seasons. You must never underestimate your power as citizens and your ability to create positive.
Yes, ni ukweli. Hapo amesema ni ukweli. We should not underrate our power as citizens ya kumung'oa. So we should not underrate our power as citizens ya kumung'oa. We should not underrate the power of citizens ya kumung'oa tukitaka. Yes, confirming that with us, that tukitaka kung'oa yeye tunaweza fanya hivyo.
Change individually and all of us collectively.
Anyway, I don't want to go more with that speech. Let me now praise my kickers. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard my speech. No, you have heard the speech of Bwana Ruto. You have heard how horrible it can become. It is so unfortunate that close to 10,000 Kenyans, and to listen to such a speech which you cannot even go and tell people what somebody was saying. And we cannot be subjecting Kenyans to such issues. We cannot be subjecting Kenyans to such a speech. And that's why I'm saying a time of abolishing this empty celebration needs to come. I do not see a need of going to this stadium only to listen to such a hollow speech which does not connect a dot to another dot. Mimi sioni haja ya raia apoteze, raia kama 10,000 ambao wamepotezewa siku yao leo. Hao watu wote, kila mtu angeamua tu acha afanya kitu kadogo kadogo kwake, tungejenga taifa. But those people decided to join Bwana Ruto so that they can become part of the witnesses of the lies. It is so unfortunate that Kenyans had to be subjected into such an issue, into such a speech, which has literally been written by people who want to evacuate and remove everything which exists good from Kenyans. And we cannot allow such politicians to continue into power, because every time they continue being in power, so many people are losing their lives. Remember, when you are lying, you are not only affecting yourself, but you are also affecting the next generation. Ruto misappropriation and the problems of governance are a problem to even unborn people. Wale watoto ambao wanazaliwa saa hii, they will face misfortunes and problems because of the things which Mr. Ruto was unable to do. I always say it is not a must you work. Bwana Ruto hatuja kutuma kazi. Instead of lying to Kenyans, please don't lie to Kenyans. We have analyzed your speech. Your speech has nothing. It was just a generic speech with nothing. No measures, no quantification, and where there is quantification, blatant lies. Since when will Kenyans continue absorbing lies year in, year out? We have close to 5 holidays in a year. Wakenya wadanganywa Jamhuri, Wakenya wadanganywa Madaraka, Wakenya wadanganywa Mashujaa Day, Wakenya wadanganywa Labor Day. I don't know which other celebration. Kenyans' ears are tired. Masikio ya Wakenya imechoka kusikiliza uongo. We now need, now it's a time to assemble truthful leaders. Leaders who can speak truth to power. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot continue having people in the highest institutions of honor and they are busy peddling lies. The lies which we have heard today, ama ile uongo tumesikia leo, inaweza ingizwa kwa Guinness Book of Record. It's only that the Kenyans are never interested in correcting some of the issues which are happening in the public space. But the amount of lies which we have been told today by the Kenyan presidency, it can be quantified and it can be put in the Guinness Book of Record. I think in America, they have this equipment which try to measure the amount of lies which you give. And there were times they were even trying to say how many lies a politician has said. I think today Mr. Ruto has said more than 500 lies. Every statement was a lie. Every statement was a lie. So in my analysis, I think I will count them tomorrow, but because I'll try to print that script and I try to count them manually, but they are in span of, if that speech is having 500 lines, we have 498 lies. So we are having 99% lie by quantification. I have never seen such a lie in my life. What a joke. Kenyans, it doesn't need to be this way. We can decide our future. We can say enough is enough. We can tell these people we cannot continue with your lies, which does not yield anything. And Kenya can change for better. So keep being with us, and we will be giving you such, and that is why we have these channels here. And that is why we want to build this channel to be one of the best, which can be giving you such critical analysis so that you can be able to understand some of the lies and some of the things, because we believe this awareness is one of the best which will be able to improve our nation. And I believe whatever we are doing here is a cause for godliness, is a cause for God. Because these people are unchecked. No one checks them for us. There's no any government agency which can come and tell us the amount of lies which Mr. Ruto is saying. But some of these public spaces have decided to come up front so that we can be able to become the moral judge of our society moving forward. We cannot allow lies to fragment our public spaces in the name of we have to listen to leaders while they are using us as collateral damage for their lies. Let me read some of the comments as I wait for Kip. And Kip, come on, Anisikia. I think your 15 minutes are over. Come and contribute so that at the top of the hour, I should be closing kituo. Tafadhali, karibisha mandugu zako, watoto wako, wasikilize hichi kipindi zetu. And I really love your commitment and your show here. Without you, I could not be here. I believe we are in a noble cause. We are doing something great. And that is why things are working. So, nataka kusoma comments kidogo. Shi anasema ati Embu Stadium ni makala. Unajua Embu wamepita rubriko. Nasikia hata gavana naona Kanyoni Wang'ethe huko. Gavana atoboi. Na ni sawa na. And the Embu people, you need to accelerate. We have to make sure that Cecily Mbalide is a one-term governor. We have to make sure that Cecily Mbalide is not re-elected. The UDA chairperson has to be removed out of power. So the day when we are going to have elections, Cecily Mbalide should be one of the person who should vacate power. She cannot continue to be governor. We are now tired. He lives in future but doesn't care about the present. Because even if the Shah will work in future, what about those who have died in the process? How will they see this man in future? Yeah. So, Bwana Kip, I'm waiting for you. I need to hear your analytics in this. Salome ni salamu anatusalimia. Asante sana. Salome, we are here. We have not gotten tired. He is busy looking for acreage in Karura Forest to expand to expand the Western Hotel. Oh no, I hope somebody strong will fight him not to do that. Hello, boss. Radio ni graduate anasalimiana. So ni salamu. So you people, mumesikiliza kiongozi wenu? No chills when they are lying. Mumesikiliza kiongozi wenu? No chills. So I think now we have to assemble na tujue ya kwamba hii nchi yetu lazima it has to change. We cannot continue in this trajectory of lies in the name of we need these people to be part of us. The truth of the matter is that things have to happen. We have to prepare a new team now. Huyu jamaa hata hiyo handshake ya jana ionekane kimsaidia. I thought Uhuru alimpea mawaidha. Bwana Ruto, Uhuru hakukuambia upunguze uongo. You have broken the Guinness Book of Record ya uongo. No, we cannot continue this trajectory. So, Bwana Kip, I'm waiting for you, please. Just honor us and appear. Let me try to look for his number. Lakini pia ni kama I think ni kama Ruto ako. So anyway, if there is any person who want to add something beyond what I've said, you people, you can come. So kuna mtu amenitumia kitu hapa just to read. In Europe, churches are empty and factories are functioning. In Nigeria, churches are full while factories are non-functional. Wow. Tafadhali lazima pia turudi kazi. Lazima turudi kazi. We have to work. We cannot destroy our churches, but at the same time, we have to be serious in what we do. Yeah, so najaribu tu kuangalia baadhi ya, unajua saa zingine na watu wananiandikianga messages maybe pengine naweza pata message watu wakiniambia. So yeah, I'm really happy of what we are doing here. Yeah, we are really enjoying, and I know that things are happening. So Bwana Ruto leo amewadanganya ya kutosha, na lazima mumulipe allowance. You know, when the president presides on Madaraka Day, he has an allowance of close to 1 million leo. Although he is doing his duty, but pia kuna kitu nataka mujue ya kwamba MPs wamepitisha tax exempt ya kununua magari. So anapewa tax credit ya 2.5 million. So out of 340 MPs and the senators, then multiply the 2.5 million, we are talking of close to 1 billion, 1 or 2 billion like that. So we are going to lose. So na sisi tunawasimamia, by the way, wamejipea tax credit wanunue magari free of tax tuwalipie. So those are the type of people who we are having. That is the type of parliament we have. Sijui mnaitanga, is this August House number 13 or it is August House number 4? So those are the things which we have to think about. This parliament is not doing anything good to us, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'm saying is that we have to keep on focusing. We have to keep on understanding that we can no longer continue listening to Ruto as an agent of change or development, but we have to take him as an agent of destruction. Politics in Kenya has to change for good for once. Lazima siasa ya Kenya ibadilike. Haiwezekani tukue tunasikilizanga hawa watu and they are not of any helpful meaning to us. Okay, guys? Keep, I'm waiting for you, please. Kuja, tusiweke watu sana hapa. I wanted you to tie it. You said that you wanted to listen to the speech. You don't need to listen to everything. Kuna kitu tunaitanga patchwork. Scanning, you can scan that speech. But ungekuwa na sisi, ungeanziana na sisi. And by the way, I will encourage, by the way, yule mtu ambaye atakuja kusikiliza hiki kipindi chetu baadaye. This is one of the most serious program nimefanya. I have taken a lot of time to analyze his speech ya Ruto leo, and I will encourage many people to listen to what I've done today. You rarely hear this information elsewhere. And through what we have done today, actually we have understood Ruto. So that is why you guys, I would encourage you, allow this particular video. I'm not saying that you share all the others, but please, if video tumetengeneza leo, it can save the nation. If kama kuna kibarua anaweza tuma mtu hapa, please allow your relatives to see this. Let me remove this video so that you can see me. Allow your friend, kama kuna mtu ambaye unapenda, allow them to see this. Allow them to reason with this analytics which we have done today, because it is one of the best analytics which I've ever done. I've been analyzing even foreign politics, but I've never reached to this scathing level of details. So I appreciate what we have done today. It is one of the best episodes we have done in this channel, and I will encourage any person who will come to watch this episode. It is one of the best episodes which will teach you a lot, by the way. And if you love your friends, you have to allow them to listen to this literature work which I've done here. Yeah. So because we have gone to the meat of everything, and we have already now been able to analyze that our president lies, And he will now have a coalition of bigger lies. Remember that Mr. Ruto lies are contagious. Jana alikuwa na mabishop. Maybe naweza waekea hiyo kwa minajili ya wale watu ambao hawana habari. Kuna wale watu hawajui ya kwamba Ruto alikuwa na mabishop jana, na hao mabishop ndio watakuja kuwadanganya hao mabishop. So because lies are contagious, so yeye kazi yake ni kusambaza maongo. So I'm so surprised that even today our bishops don't understand that, or they really don't know that His Excellency Bwana Ruto. Anyway, I hope Catholic bishops will not go and meet him. I hope Catholic bishops will not follow suit, because it will be one of the biggest undoing which we will do to our democracy. It's so unfortunate. So sijui kwa nini na maviongozi wa kanisa they had criticism ya Ruto the other day. Sijui kama, I don't know ni gani ilikuwa imepost vizuri, sijui kama ni KTN ama ni gani. Let me see from if KTN. Let me see. I'm just looking for a station. Maybe wacha tusikilize hii. Wacha niwaekee hii. Nataka kuwekea mapasta no mabishop, so that you can understand, guys, what we are dealing with. I'm waiting for you, please. Allow Jeff Koinange speak.
Is on a charm offensive with church leaders. On Wednesday, he hosted evangelical, Pentecostal, and charismatic church leaders and the Federation of Evangelical and Indigenous Churches at State House, Nairobi. Now, the president engaging the clergy in what appears to be an attempt to build bridges with the church, which has in the past few weeks castigated his government for advancing a culture of lies and unfulfilled promises. As the very own Emmanuel Toll reports, it has been a busy week of reaching out to the head of state, who also visited the retired President Uhuru Kenyatta at his Ishaweri home on Monday as he pushes towards uniting the country. Take a listen.
After turbulent few weeks with the church, which has called him out for mismanaging the country 2 years into his administration, Wednesday, President William Ruto hosted leaders from the evangelical, Pentecostal, and charismatic churches, and later on the Federation of Evangelical and Indigenous Churches of Kenya at State House, Nairobi. The clergy in a joint statement asking President William Ruto to focus on the recruitment of Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission commissioners, saying, quote, "We believe the executive can unlock the bottlenecks hindering the process and can avert the present constitutional crisis." The leaders also asking the president to streamline the affordable healthcare program. The clergy also raised concerns over the government's level of preparedness in the transition of learners to grade 9 next year, citing insufficient infrastructure and delayed capitation in the past. They also poked holes into President Ruto's fight against corruption, his handling of the economy, among others. The leaders asking the president to establish a national restoration convention co-chaired by eminent Kenyans, including faith leaders, to deliberate on the challenges and agree on ways of building a prosperous, united and just Kenya for all. On his part, the head of state promised further collaboration with the church, posting on his X platform saying he is committed to advancing the cooperation between the church and his government.
Cannot watch ourselves going down.
The church has been on the president's case for a while now, accusing him of unkept promises and entrenching a culture of lies.
Mambo ya afya wanaipinga. Sasa mimi nauliza, hii pepo chafu, nafikiri hata imefika wanapinga hata matoleo kanisani. Jameni,
this culture of lies, unkept promises and misplaced priorities is unacceptable and needs to be dealt with.
We advise, as the clergy, the president, if possible, to avoid making more promises at this time and instead focus in prioritizing flagship projects.
The meeting comes 2 days after President Ruto reached out to retired President Uhuru Kenyatta, promising to unite the country by reaching out to all leaders. Emmanuel Tau, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
Many people have been
Oh yes, mimi hata ile wasiwasi niko nayo ni kwamba I have not heard reactions from people. I have not heard even churches saying that we distance ourselves with this bishop. That is the problem which I'm having. I don't know why these bishops think they can speak on our behalf. Why are churches not reacting? Why? I think, Sasa, even here, for me, I think now the church has to start dividing. I wish the conference of bishops tomorrow comes out and criticizes this meeting. I think now, pia hapa ndio tutaanzia kujua wale makasisi ambao pia they are serious in their clergy work. Mimi naona the conference of bishops has to come out now. If we are calling out Ruto, why can't we call out to these bishops who are going to auction their birthright, who are going to claim that they are going to meet the president and simply what they are doing is they are trying to auction their birthright so that wanaweza peleka waumini wao huko ili wapige kura na umesikia. Now it is now consolidation of the church again 2.0 they are doing. We are consolidating the church 2.0. We cannot do that. So watu wa Mount Kenya, sababu mapasta wengi sana wale walikuwa hapo ama mabishop ni wenyu, don't listen to these people again. Hawa mabishop walitumika kuleta uongo phase ya kwanza. So Ruto Rise phase 1 was facilitated by these people. So uongo ya Ruto phase 2 is being crafted. Hawa watu watakuja kuanzia kuambia hakuna bibi uzaa haraka haraka. Watakuja kuambia patience. That is the new messaging which is being crafted. Patience. We can no longer be patient. So we cannot listen to these people. We cannot listen to this messaging. The messaging has to be clear. Ruto must go if you don't deliver. So I've not seen any reaction from people criticizing it. That is one of the things which made me to get worried. Let me see if I can get people reaction. I hope there are people. Even I even wanted to hear even churches which are reacting. Hakuna watu wana react hii story. Hii story ya Ruto hakuna mtu ana react. Wow. No one is reacting. Si kuona moderator wa PCA hapo. I don't get it. Hebu musikie hapo. By the way, we don't need to partner with the church. The government should not be partnering with the church. So wacha tusikie Ruto alisemaje. Na tafadhali keep kuja please, I'm waiting for you.
College exams. Well, welcome to Channels, available on Pearson Plus. My name
And now finally, President William Ruto has this morning hosted evangelical and Pentecostal church leaders led by Redeemed Gospel Church presiding Bishop Kefa Omai at State House, Nairobi, where he reiterated the need for partnership in national issues. The head of state said religious faiths and the state serve the same people and have always worked together in ensuring national cohesion and providing social services, including education, health, and helping the vulnerable.
Sasa ni safari gani anataka kuongozwa huyu?
Including education, health, and helping the vulnerable.
Bidii. Turejee kwako Alphonse Odongo, mchanganuzi wetu. Alphonse, kuna mambo mengi rais amejaribu kutumia jukwaa la leo kueleza Wakenya mambo ambayo amekuwa akifanya pale kazini. Kuna masuala ya Hustler Fund ambayo tumetaja, masuala ya nyumba hizi za affordable housing, masuala ya masomo na vile ajira. Lakini kuna swala ameguzia rais, ningependa tuweze
Haya, sikilizeni huyo Mkenya, he is like anaoneshana the anger, watu wamechoka. Alafu tuchanganue, alafu tufunge kituo. So we are finishing with Alphonse Odongo, please. Akimalizia ni kufunga tu, ni nitachanganua kidogo, alafu tufunge. Listen in.
Kuzungumza ni swala la kilimo na vile lishe na maisha kuwa rahisi kidogo kwa Mkenya. Anahoji rais, Wakenya wengi hivi sasa wanachakutia mdomoni, akisema familia nyingi hamna mtu ambaye analala bila chakula. Je, hii ni kweli? Ni taswira ambayo ipo pale unapofika ground wewe kama mwanaharakati?
Rais Ruto anaposhika kipaza sauti mara nyingi anapenda kuchora Kenya kama nchi ambayo iko ni world class, but at least rais atembee. Unajua rais ile naweza sema zile matembezi ya rais ni kutoka hapa State House, anaingia hapa Parliament kidogo, sahii ako Uhuru Gardens na anazunguka tu hapa Nairobi. Ningependa siku moja rais atembee Turkana, kwa boma yote tu aingie, aitishe maji. Turkana, juzi nimeona report by World Health Organization ya kwamba Turkana people are actually not having even drinking water, wacha hata ya kupikia. Sasa kama watu hawezi pata maji, watatoa chakula wapi?
Naam.
Hiyo ni uongo. Ya pili, Kenya as a country, naweza sema Wakenya wengi hawawezi pata chakula cha kila siku because most Kenyans are living below $1. Ukienda hata the employment rate in Kenya, that alone inatosha kukuonyesha hali halisi kwa ground. Kwa sababu Kenya iko na population ya 55 million, but employed by government ni 700,000. That is not even 1%. Then two,
nataka msikilize huyu jamaa vile anaongea na alafu mkompare na zile majobs Ruto amesema 20 million, kuna jobs zingine 20 million na kuna zingine 40,000. Alafu msikie vile Alphonse Odongo anasema wale Wakenya wako employed in 1%. Yaani raia wako na data hata kuliko rais. That's the reason why nimeleta huyu jamaa hapa. Mumesikia zile kazi zote Ruto amesema. Hebu msikilize Odongo vile anasema. Odongo sasa pia yeye anamfact check. Wacha niwekee hapo.
hali halisi kwa ground. Kwa sababu Kenya iko na population ya 55 million. But employed by government ni 700,000. That is not even 1%. Then 2, wale watu wameajiriwa na hizi private companies zimeshuka chini. Number 1, wawekezaji waliondoka wakati wa COVID. Number 2, juu ya ushuru mwingi ambayo Ruto ameweka, wawekezaji wengine wameondoka kwa sababu Ruto amefanya production cost in Kenya is 3 times everywhere in the world. Hiyo inafanya wawekezaji waondoke na Wakenya wakae njaa.
Tukimalizia, Alphonse, ni yapi ambayo ungetaka kutoa kwa rais wewe kama Mkenya ama kwa Wakenya pindi tunaposherehekea miaka 61 ya uhuru? Sentence moja.
Kwa rais, number 1, awache kuweka promises. Kwa saa hii rais afanye tu kazi kama amenyamaza. Alafu akishafanya kazi baada ya in the whole of 2025 awache ministries watangaze vitu wamefanya. Siku hizi rais anatangaza vitu ya Ministry of Health, anatangaza ukulima, anatangaza sijui kila kitu rais anatangaza. Kuna government iko na department, awache head of departments wafanye kazi zao.
Asante.
Ya pili ya mwisho, Lois ukinikubalia, wa Kenya tusichoke kuambia rais ukweli. The moment tutanyamaza ati rais, tuko na rais anafanya kazi yeyote, tutapoteza.
Asante sana Alphonse.
Are you a Java developer who is sick and tired of working in a dead-end role for a lowball salary? There seems to be so many Java developers.
Taifa linaendelea kufurahia matunda ya jamhuri.
Na by the way, ni Mkenya anajielewa sana. I said it, he is the PS wa kila kitu. Yeah, Alphonse amesema. That's why I wanted you to listen. Listen to Alphonse again.
Na akisema na taifa, Rais William Ruto ametoa mwongozo kwamba ni kiungo muhimu kwa Wakenya kuweza kuongoza juhudi za amani na kuongeza imani, sio kila siku kuweza kulalamika. Lakini hata hivyo, kwa upande mwingine, rais amesema pindi Wakenya wanavyonung'unika, wakiongea, mara nyingine wakiteta na kuandamana, anasikiliza na anasema mengi ya yale ambao Wakenya huweza kusema, humpa nafasi vile vile ya kuweza kuangazia utenda kazi wake. Kumbuka hii ni mara ya pili ya Rais William Ruto kuweza kuongoza taifa katika sherehe za kitaifa za Jamhuri baada ya kufika mamlakani kama rais wa 5 wa taifa mwaka 2022. Mchana wa leo ikawa na historia kidogo, manake amefika na naibu wa rais mpya chini ya miaka 2 katika uongozi wake. Itakumbukwa muda si mrefu, miezi 1-2 hivi, Rais William Ruto aliweza ama aliyekuwa naibu wake Rais William Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua, aliweza kuondolewa baada ya kubanduliwa katika bunge la kitaifa. Mtazamaji wangu, pengine tuangazie mawili matatu ambayo rais ameweza kuzungumzia. Akianza, rais aliweza kutoa shukrani zake kwa mababu wetu wa zama hizo, akisema walijitolea sana.
So nyinyi nataka mcompare analysis ya huyu mama ama huyu msichana na vile tumechanganywa. So I want now nimemuleta for comparison purposes, because ili muelewe, musikie kama ataweza ku identify those hollow spaces, and you'll know that she will not. Ataangalizia hapa juu, ndio nataka musikilize, but ataipea bird's eye view. Ataangalia analysis yake itakuwa hapa juu, ataenda kwa kina. So ndio nataka musikie sasa. Saa zingine tukiwaambia mainstream haisaidii sana kwa kupea raia information, the reason why. Nataka musikie hapa sasa
sana kuweza kupambana na masuala ya sisi kupata uhuru siku ya leo. Sasa hapa studioni ninaye mgeni kijana ambaye alifika tuweze kusikiliza na kusema kwa pamoja. Karibu sana Alphonse Odongo. Rais amesema kikubwa sana, vile vile akaangazia masuala ya vijana. Kabla tufike kwa yale ambayo ametaja, je, unajivunia kuwa Mkenya tunapoadhimisha siku 61 ama miaka 61 ya uhuru? Karibu Alphonse.
Asante sana Lois. Kwanza nataka kushukuru kwa nami leo. Mimi naitwa Alphonse Ogonda na mimi ni mwanaharakati wa maeneo. Ya kwanza, mimi kama Mkenya siwezi sema najivunia, hasa kama kijana, kwa sababu tangu tupate uhuru kama Wakenya, naweza sema ya kwamba kuna serikali ambazo zimepita ambazo tumeona matunda zao. Hili la Ruto halina matunda. Hata ingawa kama mzalendo hatuwezi sema hatujivunii kusherekea ama kuidhinisha siku kuu ya kupata uhuru. Lakini hii siku kama ya leo ni siku ya kuangalia nyuma zile hatua tumepiga kama nchi. Tukiangalia zile hatua tumepiga kama nchi katika uongozi wa Rais Kenyatta, tunaweza sema Kenyatta alikuwa na falsafa, alikuwa anasema harambee, kwa sababu taifa letu alikuwa limejengwa na wakoloni. Sasa alisema Wakenya kwa Wakenya tujenge taifa letu. Kwa hivyo Kenyatta alikuwa na falsafa ya harambee, Wakenya wachange hela tujenge nchi yetu. Yule aliyekuja wa pili alikuwa anaitwa Rais Moi, akawa na nyayo, anafuata zile nyayo za rais wa kwanza kujenga taifa. Yule amemfuata watatu alikuwa ni mtu amesomea economics, akasema sasa kutumia harambee na nyayo. Sasa yeye akaunda miundo msingi ambazo tunajivunia mpaka leo. Sasa kuna mahali mvua ikaanza kutupiga. Wakati tulichukua watu walikuwa wanajiita digital. Sasa digital wamekuja, kwanza waliingia na uwizi mwingi sana na kutenga na vitengo. Kwanza kufikia leo unaona rais anatumia muda mwingi sana kushawishi Wakenya kumpa mkono. Ukiona mtu ama we mzazi, ukiona umeshapea watoto chakula na bado unawalazimisha kuleni tu ni tamu, inamaanisha hata we mwenyewe unajua sio tamu. Ndio maana rais anatulazimisha tuseme ameongoza vizuri na hajaongoza vizuri. Anasema anakemewa kwenye mitandao.
Amesema miaka hii miwili ambayo amekuwa uongozini ndo alikuwa anaweka msingi. Maana anasema alivyokuta mambo hayakuwa sawa kidogo. Sasa sema hii miaka miwili niliweka msingi. Siku zijazo mtakula vizuri kama kwa Kenya.
Hilo nafikiri, unajua Rais Ruto ambaye tunamheshimu, hatutaki azidi kutukosea sisi kama jamii ama sisi kama wananchi. Huyu Ruto alikuwa naibu rais toka 2013. Kwa hivyo hawezi sema saa zile hiyo msingi ilikuwa inawekwa mbaya. Alikuwepo. Kwa hivyo kama anataka kumaanisha kulikuwa na msingi mbaya, angesema wakati ule. Hatuwezi kuwa na mtu mmoja ambaye ako na rangi mbili ama tatu. Kama Ruto anamaanisha kujenga taifa, awache lalama. Kwanza mpaka leo mimi unajua na kuanga mtu practical. Ruto anasema kuna facts, anaita facts ama ukweli. Sasa hii Ruto akiulizwa swali moja tu, tangu aingie ofisini mpaka leo amejenga nini? Amejenga nini? Kila rais wote wamefufuliwa kwa hai. Kila mtu aenda asimame karibu na kitu alijenga. Ruto atasimama wapi?
Atasimama kwa affordable housing.
Affordable housing sio yake. That is not a public project. Hiyo ni vitu zitaenda kwa watu binafsi ambao
watanunua,
watu watanunua. In fact, affordable housing ukweli uliopo ni more expensive kuliko wewe kujenga nyumba lako. Affordable housing kuna ingine hapa Ngara. Mimi unajua naongea practically. Nienda pale nikauliza nyumba. Nyumba ni unaambiwa
shilingi ngapi?
1.3 million. Na hiyo 1.3 million ni kama ni one bedroom. Zile 2 bedroom na 3 bedroom ni pesa nyingi. So it's not affordable anymore. 1.3 million can build 3 bungalows in Ushago ukitumia matofali ya kawaida. So Ruto kwa kifupi naweza sema ni muongo ambaye akona tajriba kuu ya uongo. Hayo ni maoni yangu.
Huyo rais alijitetea akasema, kwanza kwa lugha ya Kimombo, there is a time to resist and a time to accept. Sasa wewe ni mwanaharakati. Anasema kila saa msikatae kila kitu, saa zingine mkubali, mwiba ingawa mchungu lakini kesho atafika na tiba kamili. Rais.
Na kwa rais kusema kuna wakati wa kupinga na wakati wa kuunga mkono. Sisi kama Wakenya tutaunga mkono wakati ataanza kufanya kazi inaeleweka. Lakini akizidi kutenga vitenge na mitengo tutakataa, kwa sababu rais hawezi kuwa, unajua nimefanya utafiti vile nimekaa hapa. Rais amesema pale hii kwa mambo yake ya Hustler Fund watu wamekopa amesema milioni 60. No, bilioni 60. 60 billion. Sasa bilioni 60 mimi nikafanya hesabu ya haraka. Ukigawa na Wakenya milioni 55, kila Mkenya kwa mpaka saa hii amekopa shilingi 1090. Na nikaenda kwa Google haraka nikaangalia. So far Wakenya wangapi wame access Hustler Fund? Inanionyesha 24 million. Nikafanya hesabu tena, inamaanisha 24 million Kenyans kwa saa hii wamekopa 2500. That's a lie. Hiyo ni uongo kabisa. Ukienda hata kwa Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, that is a lie. So Ruto,
wewe umekopa kwanza Alphonse?
Mimi nilikopa.
Ulikopa shilingi ngapi?
1500.
Mbona unakataa basi?
Mimi nilikopa. Kwanza kitu kingine lazima uangalie, kuna statistics na demography. Ukiangalia statistics ya Kenya, majority of Kenyans live in the rural. Watu wa rural hawana hii fikra ya kukopa. wale watu wako urban dwellers in Kenya as a whole are less than 10 million because Nairobi is the capital na iko na 4 million. Sasa enda Mombasa, enda Kisumu plus these other small centers. Those are the people wenye wako na akili ya kukopa. Yule nyanya yangu ambaye akushagwa juu mambo ya Hustler Fund. Those are the majority. So kama Ruto anataka kukua mkweli, akitaka kupata ama kushawishi wa Kenya kumpa mkono, kwanza aanze kusema ukweli. Na matendo yake yazungumze. Awache mambo ya rais anaongea mingi kuliko redio. Hiyo haiwezi kubalika.
Tunarejea kwako Alphonse na shukran.
Are you currently working in the IT sector, feeling frustrated, confined due to the lack of necessary?
So you want to know where to invest?
And now finally, President William Ruto has this morning hosted evangelical.
Ya, huyo ni Alphonse ameongea. Ya, kijana anajituma kweli kweli. Mmesikia pia Sakaja anataka so at least Alphonse has spoken good. Amekinzana na Ruto, hiyo nimekubali, hiyo ni vizuri. Nataka pia msikilize Sakaja amename barabara after Isa. Does it deserve to be named after Isa? Kuna barabara Isili itanemiwa after Isa. Isa yuta alikufa. Nataka musikie kuna barabara ana name Kuna barabara inanemiwa na Isa. I don't get to me I don't. Let's see.
I would like to ask us all to applaud the young people who have performed here today because they have done a great job. Tuwapigeni makofi tafadhali. Wasanii wa Kenya, wasanii wa Nairobi. Your Excellency, fellow Kenyans, we're committed to nurturing this sector by providing platforms for talent development and market access. We have seen this sector grow in the past couple of years, and Nairobi is now able to attract major artists locally and internationally. We shall be honoring our artists by renaming some of the roads. And I've spoken to Mheshimiwa Jalas, our county assembly has dealt with it. For instance, Isa, one of the roads in South Sea, shall be renamed after the great hero Isa, whose brother has performed here today.
Yeah, so kuna hiyo story ya Isa. So sasa I think Sakaja is trying to look for the votes of the young people. I think maybe Isa is still popular, and he thinks that it can help him based on what I think he thinks it can help him. Yeah, I think mimi nimefurahia kukua na nyinyi hapa. Ya, wacha tukutane tena baadaye jioni. So wacha tukutane jioni. Nimefurahia. And I hope it is good. So our analysis was good. Na tafadhali wale ambao mtakuja baadaye, pay keen interest to what we have done. So I'm really happy and thank you, and let's meet baadaye. So leo umekataa kuingia, ni sawa, maybe masaa ya mchana utaingia. So even if mchana maybe pengine naweza kuwa siko, but you people, you can still continue the dialogue. So wacha nishukuru wale wote ambao wamekuwa hapa, Mr. Sheri. I hope you people you had a good time here. I hope you had a good time here. You have joined. Furaha yangu ni furaha yenyu. Bye. Bye.